Aveda, just so you guys can see how to build a page from scratch if you want to. This is using my theme though, the Aveda theme. If you're using another theme, it's not going to work quite this way. You'll just kind of have to get in and figure it out. So I'm just going to go to new and create a new page. And as I'm creating this, I just want to take into consideration how I want to build it. I'm just going to call this new demo one. Just for you guys. And I want to make sure that I'm using Fusion Page Builder. Now, you guys won't have this if you're just using a normal theme. This comes with the Aveda theme. You can buy it, but it comes with the Aveda theme. So I'm going to use that. I'll just click on that. And we'll get all these options. And basically, the column options are how we build the page. And I'll start with like a full width container. It means it's going to go all the way across the page. Okay. Also, builder elements. This is where we can, choose different things. And for my portfolio, I'll just put like recent works. Okay. And then this week we're adding some YouTube video. So I'll just take that and I'll add that right below that. So basically, what we're getting here is just full width containers. Well, I may not want to do that with this YouTube video. I may want to make sure that it centers. So I'm going to go back to column options. And I'm just going to divide the rest of this page into 3 columns like this. Okay. And so that's going to kind of separate the content. And then I'll go to my builder elements. And then I'll put my YouTube video in the third. So it's going to take up a third of the column. All right, so each one of these has its own editing capabilities. So let's say, for instance, I want to put an image here in this full width container. There's a couple different ways you can do it, but I'm just going to put an image frame in there. Or actually, I'm in the full width container editing window here. Let me go to this one first. You can put an image in the background here or select a color, but in order for that to show up, you're going to have content in there first. So let me just kind of show you a simple way to put an image in here. So I have a full width container. I have an image frame inside that container, and I'm just going to edit that image frame. Now I have lots of stuff already uploaded to my website, so and there's lots of settings here, and I'm just going to go find the one where I get to actually choose the image, which is right here, and click upload. Now if you don't already have it, you can go to upload files, and you can select any files off your desktop, but I'm going to go to my media gallery, and I have lots and lots of stuff in here, but I'll find something that'll work within the layout. So I'm thinking about, how do I want to lay it out? Basically, I'm going to have a large image at the top, and then I'll have a gallery. I'll show you what I'm talking about here in just a second. Okay, so I'll have a large image at the top of the page. Below that, I'll have a gallery of portfolio images, and then I'll have space here, and then I'll have a YouTube video. So these will be empty. Now, here's recent works. Now, recent works and portfolio go together. I'll show you that here in just a second. So I'm going to duplicate these windows so I can just kind of show you how these work together real quick. Now, that's an easy way to create a portfolio in Aveda. Again, I am using the Aveda theme. If you're using something else, it's going to probably be a little bit different. So you'll have to get in and look at the documentation. The documentation should really show you what you need to do. So I'm going to show you what the portfolio page looks like. Okay, so these are all my little portfolios, and if we just take a look at one, basically it'll have an image associated with it and some textual content. So keep in mind this is a portfolio image or portfolio post, and basically here's the text, and then here's the image that will go with that. Okay, so that's one of the portfolio pieces, and when I automatically put this carousel in there, it's going to take all the portfolio items and put it in here. All right, so I'm going to edit that that builder element, and it's going to be a carousel, and I want the picture size to kind of fill the page, If it's fixed, it might be a little too small, so they'll automatically size themselves, which is good for responsive. And then I want 3 columns. Let's make it 4, just to kind of see what it looks like. And I'll hit save. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and publish this. So anytime you create a page, you want to publish it. I do this quite often. I'll publish and then I'll go look at it. Because once you publish it, then you can view it pretty easy by going here. Okay, so let's take a look. Should have an image at the top, and then should have a gallery right below that. So let's take a look. You'll also see that I have my Yoast set up as well. It's a really good SEO plugin, by the way. We did that last week. So if we take a look at this page, should have a large image at the top. Okay, probably need to go in and center that, which we could do that through the builder, and it's still loading here. Hold on just a sec. Okay, and then below that, here is my image gallery. So once I create those portfolio pieces, if you click on it, it kind of makes its own page. So here's the content, and then there's that main image. Okay. So let me go back. Again, all this documentation, you can see it on the Avada documentation. Let me go back and edit this page because I want to center that image. So let's go back here. Okay, so basically you're going back and forth, you know, trying to find out what works, what doesn't. And it's just trial and error, really. Sometimes it takes a while to get going here. All right, so I want to center that image. So there's probably alignment. Yeah, there's alignment here, so I want to center that. And you know, you can go in and kind of set some of the styles, and I could make that image larger to fill that area more probably. And I just want to check this container because I want to make sure that this is set to center as well, because if you don't, sometimes it won't set right, but this looks like it should work okay. And then the last thing is this YouTube video. So on a YouTube video, basically you just go and get the embed code or the number. You can use the number because it's already set to embed just because it knows it's YouTube. So I'm going to go to my channel here real quick. And I'll just pick something here. Let's go with this one. And if we go back to that page
see how
back
this
here,
thing works. There is documentation.
if we look at our, now this is the container, so I can edit the container or I can edit the builder element. And here's the video ID. You can see it's asking for, okay, and you just need the last portion of that. So basically, let me just go back and make sure. I think it's just the number here. So this, I'll just copy that, go back, paste it in. Oops, there we go. That'll work. Just make sure there's no spaces or anything, and you can size it. I'll hit save. Now, being that it's a third, it might automatically just make it a third and size it to fit. Taking a little bit to load since I'm creating a video at the same time. Let's just take a look at this page. Hopefully the image is centered. If not, I'll have to go in and look at the code, but should be centered in that. There we go. So that's centered, and I can, you know, create a larger image to make it fill more of the area there. And it's still loading, but then here's my gallery. Okay, and then here's my video. Should play. Okay, so that's an easy way to create a quick page. So you're basically just using the page builder or the Fusion builder to create different divisions of content, and then finding the element you want to put in there. Pretty straightforward. So just email me if you have any questions on that. Hopefully that can help you out quite a bit. And just let me know if you have any questions about sliders or anything like that as well.